This is kind of a opportunity for the athletes just to get back into it and get some more marks. So hopefully we'll get more qualifiers. It's a meet that we really train through. It's not something that we're really peaking for, but even with that, I think there's an opportunity for athletes to get conference qualifying marks and more kids into that conference meet.
Yeah, and I'm looking at a couple of different things. Always going into meets looking for qualifiers for the conference championships. But that, taking a little deeper look at that, we have a big freshman class. This is their initiation to a high-level meet. A lot of Division I teams there. There'll be a lot of heats. Their exposure to those kind of crowds and the atmosphere at the Dempsey Center is, it's the best meet you never saw. Because for people who have been there, you can see a lot of things, but it's still difficult to watch an entire race or to see a weight throw from a lot of different points, for example. On the other hand, our seniors, we take in some very experienced throwers, jumpers, sprinters, who know that this is a great facility that lends itself to great competition, and they can post a really good mark early in the season. And as Marcia said, they can continue to work on their technical development and training.
I think it's a good sign.
It is a good sign. It's another good omen.
A good sign that we're picked so far down the list, because we always do better than what they have us going in ranked as. So in one sense, it's a little disappointing. You'd think that we've finished so well in a lot of meets year after year that other coaches in the conference would see that, but they don't. So we just have to keep proving them wrong.
Very true. And in another sense, it speaks to how valid or invalid our preseason polls. Regardless of the sport, it's good speculation, but the end result is that we love proving it wrong year after year. And I think Marcia is spot on in that the conference coaches know we're bringing some very talented individuals that will perform at levels that will put us higher than what that preseason ranking shows. On paper, Marcia is a head women's coach. I'm head men's coach, but Marcia coaches all the throwers, and she has Jordan Arakawa and Zach Nielsen, who are two of the finest weight throwers in the conference. So definitely excited to see them throw at the Dempsey Center. And the women's vault, also a very fun event. Looking forward to seeing Brad Michael in the Open 400. It's hard to say at this point. We haven't seen the heat sheets for the meet. Sometimes it's a really good early 400 field, and sometimes it's so-so. So that's why we've entered him in just a single event. He can load up and open his season with a really solid mark that puts him in a position to be and he's already a legitimate contender for the conference champion. But this would really get him in a good frame of mind that his training's working and he's moving towards that championship performance.
The women's vault is really the strength of the team right now, so it'll be interesting to see how Kesa does. I think she's ready to vault pretty high. And then Robin Taylor, who's been second to Kesa outdoors the last 2 years, it'll be interesting to see where she fits into the whole scope too of the women's pole vault. And then we've got some new freshman vaulters who are really good. So this is an opportunity just to see where they're all at, competing against a whole crew of really good pole vaulters.
Yeah, you can look at our jumpers as well too. We have some new talented jumpers. Morena's going to triple jump. I think that's her only event. And on the men's side, we have Trenton Osborne, who was 10th in the country as a high school long jumper. Will get his real collegiate debut Saturday over at the Dempsey Center. So I'm really looking forward to seeing Trenton perform. Yes. Okay. Another one in that is Stephen Warner. It's a senior. This is his last indoor campaign. He has been really on task in the weight room, in workouts, looking at videos, and we have a big goal this weekend that I'm not going to disclose. So that's something Stephen and I have been working hard on to put him in a position to be, to add a second ring to his resume for to pick up another indoor championship title in the short hurdles.
One of the big reasons we really go to the University of Washington is because it's at sea level, so it gives our distance runners an opportunity to run at sea level, and that is a huge, all the UW meets are huge distance running meets. So the distance events, I think, are going to be really, really strong across the board. So all our distance kids are going to have an opportunity to compete against that quality of a field.